Hey guys, so I finally finished building the Barbatos about a couple of weeks ago, and I'll be sharing with you today the completed build. There's also a link to the gallery in the description below, so please do check out my Facebook page. So I got the Barbatos as a Christmas gift from my good friend Romel. Hi Romel. Now it took a while before I was able to paint it, and unfortunately I misplaced the sword somewhere here in my studio while I was setting things up for the shoot. Now I've cleaned up and I still could not find it. Well, anyway, the Barbatos is a fun build. This is actually my only IBO kit at the moment, and it's nice that it has a sort of inner frame, like a mini MG, I should say. Now, that being said, I find the Barbatos a bit flimsy, or perhaps because of the way I built it, some of the joints are a bit loose. Now my Barbatos is pretty basic. I just added a shield and a gun from the Gundam campaign part set. The whole process was inspired by Bunker Pla, and this is actually the first kit that I did not fully paint. All of the black, white, and blue parts are from the kit itself. I honestly think I went overboard with the weathering. I think that the black chip marks should be smaller and more sparse. I could probably add some more mud and grime effects here on the foot, especially under the soles. Next time too, I'd probably paint in some of the sole details to help them pop up. Okay, so here is the shield gun that was obviously inspired by the one on the Gauf, and I built it again from mashing up some of the spare parts from the Gundam campaign set. It's mounted via a bracket that's mounted on the forearm, and as you can see, I decided not to add much color to it. It's pretty Spartan and basic. Okay, so the Barbatos can still wield it even if it's not holding on to the handle, although I'd say that because of the design that I did, it'll be mounted at a very weird angle. So the shield gun can be easily removed, and if we take a closer look, we'll find that it's not very detailed. I just dry brushed some silver paint onto the weapon, and to be quite honest, it's even very fragile. I love how the acrylic has settled onto the edges, and that's exactly the look that I was gunning for. So the gun, like the shield, was done in basically the same way. It's a very basic railgun that was originally foldable, but I decided to remove that feature because the barrel part tends to stoop. Plus, I don't find much use in having a gun that folds for the Barbatos. As you can see, the handle is quite hard to pull out, and yeah, think that in hindsight I should have added some colors here and there, or perhaps some decals. Now, it's a very generic gun, but it has some nice details under it, especially under the barrel section. So the gun is a no-frills affair, although I think it mounts a bit too high on the hands of the Barbatos. I think that the Barbatos should have a gun of its own, and while I was building this, I was thinking that the Barbatos would look nice as a mid-range fighter. Now anyway, I think the gun suits him well, and if given a chance, I think I'd like to build a better gun for the kit. So the giant mace for the Barbatos looks awesome. It looks menacing, and it fits the look of Mika's mobile suit to a T. Now, because of the weight and balance of the weapon, the Barbatos struggles a bit with poses when it's wielding the giant mace. But really nice poses are actually quite easy to pull off, especially if you have a stand. Now the long handle is quite nice, and makes for a lot of two-handed battle poses. Okay, so while I'm showing off some of the details, I guess I'd like to talk about where I am at the hobby right now. Now, I've slowed down with purchasing kits, and recently I've been buying more Transformers. The reason is because I have quite a backlog, and I'd like to use YouTube to inspire me to finish off the pile of kits that I have. Things aren't going as fast as I wish they'd be, but it's okay. It's a hobby after all, and it's not something I'd stress over. My current situation is that I'm swamped with work, which is awesome, and a baby's on the way, which is something that I'm really thankful to God for. It looks like I spend a lot of time with toys to most people, and that's actually true. And that's because it's a large part of what I do for a living, and that involves drawing robots. Again, another thing that I'm really thanking God for. That being said, work can and does get quite intense sometimes, and as simple as it sounds, I can't help but stress just how important hobbies are. My wife is very supportive of this hobby because she understands, and we both believe in taking meaningful breaks in the pursuit of our goals as a family. So there guys, here are some more pics of the Barbatos. Thank you, God bless, and please do like, comment, and subscribe.